Very good morning to all of you. Time for me has gone 6 decades behind when I was admitted to Saint School Chittorgarh. I was like one of you. Yes. No, 6 decades back we didn't have mics of this kind. Okay. Good morning to all of you. Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh, Honorable Governor of Uttarakhand. He has been here earlier also, you know him well. Shri Sunil Kumar Gupta, Secretary, Vice President of India from IIT Kanpur and a very senior member of Indian Administrative Service, 1987 batch. Colonel Rahul Agarwal, Commandant Rashtriya Indian Military College, Dehradun. The very look defines his personality. And with most respected Madam Sylvie Agarwal being always in command, it was in that perspective that the Commandant said, I get all this strength from Dr. Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar. Sir, we are in the same boat. And the boat is being led by the Honorable Governor. Lieutenant Colonel Abhishek Rana, Training Officer, distinguished members of the faculty, officials, staff, and 3 trainees who are with me, stand up. They are teenage trainees. And most importantly, I am here because of you. I was one of you 6 decades ago. When I went to Saint School Chittorgarh, you know what I said? My biological birth was in village Kithana, district Jhunjhunu. But my real birth was in Saint School Chittorgarh. All that I am today is because of my parents, grandparents, my teachers, and more importantly, my alma mater. That connect is lasting, and I am quite sure destiny will ensure it will continue even when I meet my Maker. This connect for you, boys and girls, is everlasting. You will get here something you will cherish all your lives. I stepped on the premises and along with the Honorable Governor and my wife, Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam. I request the Commandant, let each student engage into this Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam and carry message also to their home ground. This clarion call by the Honorable Prime Minister is very well meaning, aimed at containing climate change menace. And for a very simple reason, we do not have another planet to cohabit. You are living in an area where I need not emphasize the importance of it. Indeed a privilege, and I would cherish it for the rest of my life, to be at this over 100-year-old remarkable institution, one of its own kind and unique. The tone of the institution was well set. In his address to the first 37 cadets, now the number is manifold, in the founding year 1922 by the Prince of Wales. And he reflected, I quote, "It is the first few blows on the anvil of the life that give the human weapon to set and temper that carry him through life's battles," unquote. You are feeling it every moment. You are being equipped to face the world, to contribute for the welfare of the world. The words of the Prince of Wales in the founding year are indeed significant. My young friends, boys and girls, these first few blows on the anvil of the life, on the compass of since then defined your reputation and earned the institution a great name and fame. Let me remind you, interestingly and soothingly, the Prince of Wales paid tribute to Indian tradition of Guru and Chela. He recalled this tradition. He recalled this bond in the founding year, reminding us ever that our civilizational ethos and value escaped attention of none even then. Now, of course, it's a global traction, thanks to the visionary leadership. The initiative for this prestigious hallowed military academy was simmering demand for parity by Indians with the British in the defense services. The genesis of it is this. Indian mind then was also demanding parity. Essentially, the demand was premised to secure promotion as officers in the British Indian Army, a privilege that had been denied to them for close to 200 years and was exclusive preserve of the British. My young friends, the evolution of this institution underscores, in a sense, a spirit of nationalism and equality even when Britishers ruled us. That fire in the Indian mind for nationalism resulted in fruition of this institution. In its centennial year, alongside Sainik schools and military schools, I happen to be from Sainik School, Chittorgarh. The intake of girl students was initiated in July 2022. A cornerstone, a game changer, and reflection of what is taking place in the country. My young friends, this too in a sense has similar premise. Inclusion of girl students means urge for non-discriminatory level playing field, now a fundamental constitutional ordainment. Admission of girls by RIMC, Sainik schools and military schools is also reflective of remarkable affirmative strides that have been taken for gender equality and gender justice. My young friends, as a nation we can take pride in being global beacon in this, given the fact that our women constitute large contingent of global civil pilots. Our women are steering combat aircrafts, they are at the helm of space missions and are shattering every possible glass ceiling imaginable. What a moment for me. Within 48 hours, the girl, the name is difficult, gave a picture of me. And it was very authentic. I am most of the occasions as serious as is the reflection in the painting. Friends, the nation witnessed emergence of our Nari Shakti in full bloom at Kartavya Path on Republic Day celebrations this year. What a spectacle it was. In every walk of life, this gender was dominating. The event amply evidenced Nari Shakti making impactful contributions in all walks of life. It is this contribution that will lead us to a developed nation status in 2047. I had the good fortune to be chairman Rajya Sabha at a time when a epochal milestone event took place. Reservation for women that had eluded us for over 3 decades in spite of best of efforts in Lok Sabha and state legislatures to the extent of 1/3 will certainly be game changer. Your inspiration, young boys and girls, Rimkolians are making presence in various fields, principally in defense forces, many having reached a pinnacle. Late General B.P. Rawat, and I had a good fortune to interact with him on several occasions as Governor State of West Bengal, a distinguished Rimkolian, had the honor to be the first Chief of Defense Staff of this country, home to 1/6 of humanity. He hailed also from this land, this heavenly land of Uttarakhand. Young friends, RIMC Institute of Excellence, as this one, is an asset to the nation for nurturing and blossoming young minds to be in service of the nation. Remember my words, I am from Sainik School, Chittorgarh. The benchmark you set here is immunity for other similar institutions. It's a big challenge for you to sustain it. Thereby you will be making great contributions. Let me remind you, young boys and girls, of the wise words imparted at the RIMC Golden Jubilee celebration in 1972 by the then President of India, Shri V.V. Giri, who in his address reflected, I quote, "Young cadets," he was addressing cadets like you at that point of time, "Young cadets, this is the most formative and profitable period of your life, and you must direct all your efforts to grow into self-reliant and worthy soldiers of the country and thus fulfill the hopes that you have built upon you. You must live up to your college motto, Bal Vivek. That is, you must cultivate in yourselves strength and wisdom to fight the battle of life. Work hard. Preserve the tradition of our armed forces. Make our country stronger and guard her honor in war and peace," unquote. You have vindicated the wise words of the then President V.V. Giri. Continue doing so. His words resonate with its enduring values and principles that this prestigious institution instills in each cadet. As you stand on the threshold of your future, let these words of wisdom illuminate your path in embracing the upcoming challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. The basket of opportunities is increasing day by day. The world has recognized it. You have to appreciate it. The words of late Shri V.V. Giri must ever resonate in your ears and be your North Star in search of excellence and lighthouse when amidst challenges. These words also underscored RIMC consistency. It has produced leaders and patriots firmly dedicated to the service of the nation. The importance of the school lies not merely in the transmittal of book knowledge or making a child literate and physically fit. A school, particularly a residential school such as RIMC, should and does provide a total experience to the child. These are not my words. These happen to be the words at the RIMC Platinum Jubilee celebration by another very distinguished president of this country, Dr. Shankardar Sharma. It was distinct, rare, testimonial that RIMC has all through vindicated and sustained. Honorable Governor, Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh himself has been a man in uniform. He is well remembered for his career in army. He, in inspiring centennial address in 2022, just 2 years ago, aptly applauded exemplification of the spirit of service ingrained in every cadet and Rimkolian. The Honorable Governor was very right on the dot. This is the feeling across the nation. This is the legacy, my young friends, boys and girls, you have to take forward and put it on incremental trajectory. I take this opportunity and urge and call upon the illustrious alumni of this great institution, this unique institution, to act as a think tank, to imbibe in the youth a spirit of nationalism, as also take all steps to neutralize anti-national pernicious designs. I have no doubt, and no one will disagree with me, Rimkolians are obvious brand ambassadors for this message that we all be, in an unqualified manner, in pursuit of nationalism. This will give cutting edge, in particular to the youth, our demographic bastion. Our demographic dividend stands out in the world as a formidable prowess that is making this nation earn accolades from all global institutions and is ensuring our economic upsurge and great developmental journey so far not dreamed by people of my generation. My young friends, as cadets of RIMC, you are the torch bearers of illustrious legacy, a legacy that has been well earned, well deserved, well preserved over the years. The values you imbibe here, the training you undergo, and the bonds you form will shape you into patriots of the highest order in whatever walk of life you may choose to contribute. My dear young friends, you are the future. You are the most vital stakeholders in this democracy. In your respective journeys, that may be both personal or professional, you will face moments that will test you, that may unsettle you, that may rattle you. There will be days when your patience wears thin. On occasions it may run out. And exhaustion seeps in. Each of you will face these battles I have done for myself. You will face them here, in training, and wherever you go. But remember, those who dare to stand tall and take risks in the face of adversity are the ones who represent courage, initiative, and leadership. You are trained for this. You will gradually understand that it is not just saying, but a fundamental truth of growth in life. The discipline and resilience that you build here will be your armor in every battle that lies ahead, wherever you may be. And let me tell you, during our days, the opportunity basket was hardly visible. You are lucky to be living in times the basket is getting enlarged day by day in all spheres of public life with continual technology onslaughts. My young friends, boys and girls, you are indeed fortunate to be getting this quality education. Education at this prestigious institution with its uniqueness, unlike our challenging times, And our times are very, very challenging, let me tell you. Unlike our challenging times, you are beneficiaries of an ecosystem that ensures equality before law. We no longer have privileged pedigree. All are being held accountable. Now all are amenable to law. And this makes me recall, be you ever so high, the law is always above you. This was echoed by one of the celebrated judges in Great Britain, Lord Denning. But as a matter of fact, he got inspiration from the writings of Dr. Thomas Fuller in 1933. This in India was eluding us for a long time, but now is a ground reality. Nothing can be more opportune, soothing, and salubrious for young minds when they find all are equal. No one is getting a march ahead, sacrificing meritocracy because he belongs to a distinct category. In democracy, you happen to be the most vital stakeholders, I said, because when India will be marching towards very close to Viksit Bharat in 2047, you will be prominently in saddle and contributing massively for this rise. I will strongly urge you never to be in the grip of fear, stress or tension. My young friends, fear is the worst killer of growth. Fear snatches initiative from us. Fear makes us tentative when we need to be confident. And remember me, fear more often than not is not there. We have a tendency to overblow the dimension of fear. If you get rid of fear, fear is a deterrent without foundation. Often fear is premised on quicksand. Never get in the grip of fear. And most importantly, never fear failure. Failures are natural part of our journey. The civilizational growth would not have taken place if failures were taken as setbacks and those in pursuit of a particular object fell apart because of failure. Failure, I have noticed, and I'll tell you, you can look back in last 2 years. Failure is a stepping stone to success. It is imaginary. Failure is necessary for our growth journey also. It helps us correct our strategy. Think of these historic Chandrayaan missions. Chandrayaan 2 was largely successful, but not fully. Some people who believe in this kind of failure syndrome called it a failure, but not for the wise ones. It was a step towards success. And we all in this country had a gratifying moment on August 23, 2023, now forever our Space Day, when Chandrayaan 3 landed on South Pole of Moon, India being the first country to have this accomplishment. We had indelible imprint for posterity, Shiv Shakti and Tiranga points on moon. But for Chandrayaan 2 mission, Chandrayaan 3 would not have been a success story. Remember that. My young friends, you are privileged to be living in a time of profound transformation. where the winds of change are filled with optimism, endless possibilities. We are indeed shaped daily by technological improvements, disruptive technologies. Young minds are well suited to grapple with them, avail them, convert the challenges into opportunities. Undoubtedly, and the world recognizes, we are getting accolades from global institutions on our growth elements. Bharat, the largest functional democracy on the planet, is surging forward with an unwavering spirit and embracing its role as a global leader. Our economic rise has turned the world, and the world-class infrastructure is being marveled by one and all. I would conclude by making reference to the pearls of wisdom that emanated from Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. He was a philosopher, he was a vice president of the country, he was a president, but he was remembered and is being remembered every day on September 5 as a teacher. I have therefore chosen to conclude with his pearls of wisdom and what he said. And he said, my young friends, boys and girls, at RIMC. He said this on 10th December 1962, when he was President of the India. And what he said, I quote, ancient scriptures tell us, Veer Bhagya Vasundhara, that is, the earth belongs to the brave, to the strong in spirit, not to the idle, not to the lazy, and not to the incompetent. In this world of great competition and rivalry, each one of us will have to lead a life of self-control and sacrifice, bear these great ideals in life, unquote. Let these be with you all throughout. Exemplify your conduct by putting them in practice. My message to you all would be, serve the country with pride and fearlessness. In any walk of life, you choose to take a jump. Bharat Mata beckons you. The nation's future rests on your shoulders. Always keep national interest foremost. Never relegate it because of self-interest for fiscal gain. We can under no circumstances compromise with our commitment to national interest. Your conduct must exemplify discipline, decorum, and empathy. People must notice that you are from RIMC. You are Rimkolians. You must stand out. That's the legacy you have to carry forward. My young friends, you must ever work towards vindicating your institution motto, and the motto is very thoughtful. Bal, Vivek. Bal is strength. Vivek is conscience. Formidable combination of two sublime qualities of sterling worth. When there is convergence of Bal and Vivek, it generates impregnability. When challenged, never dilute it. Be ever blessed and be ever fit to serve Bharat. I invite Honorable Commandant, with your permission, cadets of RIMC to be my guests at new building of Parliament in batches. I look forward to that occasion. I have done it with another Sainik school in Uttarakhand and with other institutions. You will get a new feel of changing India. Come in batches. If in town, you will have the occasion, and I'll have the benefit of mutual interaction. I would also leave a thought for the commandant to convey to the alumni, the Rimkolians. I solicit their guidance. I solicit their suggestions for nation's welfare. And I would be gratified if the commandant could generate a connect between me and the Rimkolians at Uprashtapati Enclave. I'll be able to share my thoughts further with them. I am indeed privileged, honored to be here on this day, and this moment will be ever etched in my memory. Thank you so much. Grateful. God bless you.